Alright, this is going to be a talk through of Raziel. The boss was just released today, so this is by no means like meta or anything like that. Just what I've seen from other people doing it and what I've kind of tried to put together. I'm in full tier 95, fully perked out, and I will try to talk through what I am doing as I'm doing it without messing up what I'm doing. I might have said that once or twice already trying to make this video. Hopefully this time it works. Okay, so first, we've got HP buffs, that's good. Then we are going to Darkness, turn on our Jazz book. You could use a Grim or a full book if you wanted. Okay, so we're going to Threads, Sap, Touch, Omni Art Spec, and get a Gen. Command Ghost, Mark of Death, Command Skeleton, Skulls. We're not going to switch to Necromancy Prayer until after this sap. We'll use the Ballista as soon as we see minions on the field. There they are.
Rise! Shattered fragments of the undead!
Okay, and we're trying to get back in here as fast as possible so that we can get this next skulls off. There we go, that worked. Make sure to pop a prism again.
Will yield to my might.
Okay, then we're gonna get a finger and a weapon spec, and then an omni spec.
Quickly!
Fire the ballista whenever you see the minions that heal it. I think I might have been a little early on that one, but we will see how this goes.
Me.
Actually, it may not have been too early. We might be good.
My glorious vengeance down upon them.
There we go, perfect.
Your minions are laughable. Rise, you cursed weakling! I shan't tell you again.
And then we're gonna get another finger. Get out of the way of the ice. Get back in as soon as possible.
Rise, shattered fragments of the undead.
Okay, now I'm just kind of improvising. Here comes the purple splotches.
These are your final moments, half-wit. Let this red circle on your life.
So I got a little distracted there because I started getting low health, but he is almost dead. So we should be able to finish this off with a volley or something right here. Okay.
Must I be forever plagued by lesser beings?
We're gonna do another living death rotation.
writhing flames shall engulf the rest of your measly dwelling. Your minions are laughable. Your minions are laughable.
There we go. Not bad. So I feel like I didn't talk a lot towards the end because I started losing health and I was like kind of freaking out a little bit. That feels honestly like that feels slow. It could be faster. Particularly I think you can skip the necromancy pools. I think you should be able to do that. I feel like it's a lot to ask, but like it's probably going to happen next week. But I don't know, maybe it's just me. Like that first 2.5 phases, because like he starts with 1.5 million health and doing like let's see, 1.5 mil, and then he comes back and it starts to feel slow right at about 300k. So like what, doing 800,000, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm counting on my fingers. 1,987,000. Doing 600,000 damage. No. 7 or 800,000 damage. Seems easy, doable, fly through it. Once the living death is over and there's no more skulls bouncing around and you're kind of banking on the Omni Guard and like the sparks, that gets a little weird. And making sure that you use the ballista on the minions. I think that I could have done Zamorgio a little faster because there were some minions out and I didn't hit the ballista until later. So like just learning little nuances about that. But really the big thing is like you open the fight, you do a skulls rotation. When you hit the second skulls in the living death rotation, you search, dive, anticipate. As the ice is coming out, you surge back in, and you want to make sure you get that surge sooner than later. You don't want to wait for the ice to finish going out because you want to get back inside and attacking so you can get the second living death off on time. So you get the 1 skulls in the beginning, the 3 in the living death, and then the 1 after. And that should bring you almost all the way to the point where he flies away. Then you will do another living death rotation once Vorkath comes back down and lands, but without the APOD because now it's on cooldown, right? And then you've got to kind of work your way up to 60%, but knowing that you're only going to get 2 off in that living death rotation, you should probably manage your necrosis stacks a little bit better than I did in that run. So I mean, I think that there's improvements that can be made, but you got to go fast, you got to keep your prism going, and you got to manage your stacks appropriately and dodge the mechanics. And if you can do that and you know how to do proper living death rotations and like shit out DPS with necromancy, you should be able to finish this pretty quick. You should definitely be able to beat my time. So this one was a 412, my best one was a 358, pretty close to each other, probably had to do with ballista and crits. But anyway, I hope this helps.